Something that can invite it, bro. Quit bullshitting me.
had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run once more with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here we go on 4th. Watson looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Davante Adams, 66 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
Left side taken in by Kmet. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A first carry for Rashad White. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Shot, 17.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet, and the single gold stripe running from front to back. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground. Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Good work there. Open him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays. They'll try to run with Sanders. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Van Jefferson from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back and forth first quarter of play. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. These two teams all tied after 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Lance. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The defense is ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a success.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Stephen Parker. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He hits Adams complete. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Lance now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing is Lance on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Deontay Hardy back deep. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The tight end in motion right. Now a first down throw, Watson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Watson. And it's complete to Adams. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Out to his left. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Come on, set. Come on, 38. Yellow, go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Let's go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second down at 4. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They run with Sanders off the option. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Here's White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Lance on the keeper, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Ready.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the ball.
They run with Sanders off the option. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Lance. And once again, this is Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. On first down, Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, his throw incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 39 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
52 blaster. Strike. Check strike.
They'll turn to Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is.
There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Lance under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Lance. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Lance. On a slant, he's got Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Slide through. Red, yellow.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Smash, red. Trail green. Jet.
Lance now on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Ready.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run with Sanders, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Lance on the keeper. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Commanders defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. Left side here to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
Sly able to put this one through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early